Oh yeah. Kawasexy. How's it going, you people of YouTube? It's your favorite retard on two wheels, me. Back at it again with another sensational internet video. I'm out here on Jenny, this bitch that always ruins my life every time I see her, in a very fucking windy April day. So you probably can't hear shit and my audio is going to be terrible because my microphone is going to get overloaded to shit. Awesome. The fuck was I going to talk about today? Oh yeah, I'm a fucking homewrecker, guys. So, a while ago, I got a note in my locker at work, right? It says, "I think you're cute, text me sometime," and then had a number on the bottom. So, what I did was, I texted the number. No response. Then I had my, like, crazy Russian hacker buddy, like, run the number in his, like, program that he bought, so you could find out who the number belongs to, right? So he ran that number, and he's like, "Oh, bro, it's unlisted. Like, it's nobody's number. It doesn't exist." I'm like, "Oh." So I tried to call it just to make sure. I called it, and it was like, "Yes, this number is not in use." It's like, "Oh, awesome." A few weeks later, there's a note left on my motorcycle, and I forget exactly what it said, but it had a number on it that was exactly like the number on the first one, except the last digit was different. The last digit was an 8 instead of a 0. So I text that one, and wouldn't you know it, I get a response. And after a little, so then after texting that number for a little bit, I find out it's this girl that works in the bakery department. She left now, but she doesn't work up there anymore. But like at that time, I wasn't sure exactly what her relationship status was, if she was like single or whatever, but I knew she had something going on with this dude in produce. I even asked her about it. I was like, "Hey, aren't you and that guy in produce like together?" And she says to me, "Oh, we're just an on and off thing." God damn, I fucking hate red lights. This thing's fucking dirty. Oh, it rained on it. Well, now I gotta find some place to wash it. Cause you guys know me, the pinnacle of keeping my fucking bikes clean. A few days later, when I told my buddy about the whole situation with this girl texting me, he tells me that she is married to the guy in produce that I thought she was like boyfriend, girlfriend with. And I was like, oh, holy shit. That's not good. Then I just kind of sat on it for a few days. I didn't do anything. Because, like, after I found that out, I was like, oh, shoot, I have to tell that guy. But my buddy, who I told about the whole situation, he's like, "Bro, are you going to tell him?" Like, I don't know if I would. He seems kind of unstable, like he has anger issues and stuff. And he was showing me pictures of his guns that he has. So that kind of scared me out of wanting to tell him for a few days. But then another couple of days later, my buddy who I had told about the whole situation, mentioned it to someone else. But he's an older dude. I want to say early 50s, mid 40s maybe. So he's by no means like the youngest dude there. He's got some years on him, some life experience. He's like, oh man, he's like, oh man, you should tell her husband. I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah, it's the right thing to do. I was like, yeah, he's right about that. It is the right thing to do. I tell her husband, and my buddy was with me because I was like, I really don't want to get fucking have the shit beaten out of me at work. So I told her husband what had happened, and at first he didn't believe me because my buddy was there. He's like, is this another one of his little pranks? And I was like, no man. So I whip out my phone and I go to that conversation with his wife. Oh, by the way, I cut off talking to her completely after I found out she was married. I'm not a complete asshole. I'm a bit of one, but not a complete asshole. So I show him the conversation, the text and stuff. He read through them. And this dude was pissed. Rightfully so. Like, motherfucker just walked out of work. Didn't clock out or anything. Took his uniform off. Like, dropped the broom because he was like sweeping stuff up. Just dropped his broom and left the pile of stuff on the floor. He even left his AirPod. And he just gets out of the store and leaves. So then, like, I think 2 days later, that dude comes to talk to me about what happened. Or wait, yeah, the next day he texted me and asked me for like screenshots of all the texts that I had with his wife. So I gave him all of those screenshots. Then like 2 days after that, the dude comes up to me while I'm working, and he just comes up and he's like, hey man, I just want to let you know I really respect you for like telling me about what was going on. It's like, I'm not mad at you at all. I was like, oh, thank God. He's like, yeah, your friend is kind of a drama queen. I wasn't going to hurt you over it. I was mad though. Then he told me that, like, after he stormed out of work the night I told him, he went back to his home and like kicked his wife out. I think that's what he said he did, because, you know, like, the conversation with her basically seemed like she was trying to get my goodies. I mean, I can't blame her, but you know, that's not a Christian thing to do, especially if you're married. Jesus would not approve, you know. And that dude also told me that he was probably gonna end up divorcing her. He's like, I don't want you to feel bad or anything. Like, it's not your fault, it's her fault. Because, like, he looked at all the texts and he's like, yeah man, you didn't do anything wrong. He seemed kind of turned off to it, which I was, because I knew she was with that dude in some capacity, and I didn't like that very much. Ass. That just felt a little wrong to me, so I was just kind of like very short with my answers to her questions and shit. But yeah, that's how I'm a homewrecker. I'm too sexy for a married woman to handle, so she starts texting me. And when I expose her to her husband, they're probably gonna split up. Sucks to suck, I guess. When I see a sexy girl, woo! Get it? 'Cause like boners. Oh, God damn. Billy. Hello. Is that your wife or your daughter? Well, Subaru WRX never raped in